Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Mase Riney. I'm on Twitter at CaliKing49er17. This is the IDP Hunter podcast on the RPO Football Network. Today, I have a very special guest with me, Dorian Mausi, linebacker from Auburn. How are we feeling today, bro?
I'm feeling great, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, seriously, thank you for your time.
Sure.
Great football player. One of the first things that stood out when I was watching your tape, man, is you got a very linebacker stance, right? Like you're down, you got your pad level low. Like if you look inside of a textbook to get like that linebacker stance, I feel like you have that. Is that something that you've always had, or have you had to work on
that? It's something I had to work on. I worked on a lot in college and everything, but like this year, I know I've been like that throughout my career, but this year I know like my coach, he was on one. So like that's the first thing we talk about all the time, make sure you got a good stance and everything like that before you get the play started. Because you got a good stance, I mean, you're locked in, you're ready for the play. So I kind of want to embody it, kind of want to like take an emphasis on the little things.
No, yeah, that's really good. Attention to detail, right? The fire points mean everything. That could be everything pre-play. So you were the team leader in tackles this year, 3.5 sacks. Mm-hmm. You're in the backfield a lot. PFF doesn't have you down for a lot of pressures, but your game is to pressure, man. You really like to get up on those linemen and give them a nice pop. Is that something that's natural to you? Or is that more scheme-based?
It's kind of something natural, like being an actual downhill linebacker. Like, I mean, that's what makes football fun. I'm not really trying to be all that like flashy cute stuff. Like get downhill, put your hands on people, and go make plays. Don't let one person block you.
Yeah. So when you do, link up with those linemen, your eyes are still in the backfield. I think you do read very well and you pursue very well. Is that something that you've had to work on over time, or is that something that just kind of came to you when you were a Duke?
I feel like that's something I feel like that's for sure something you have to work on over time. That's not really something that comes natural. Like the biggest part about linebacker, if anybody tell you different in line, is eyes. Like your eyes are gonna do everything for you. Your eyes start to play in the play, and if your eyes are messed up, that lets you get blocked. Like for example, like sometimes if I were to get blocked in the game and everything, I feel like, oh, okay, if I got blocked, then the guy's actually holding on to me because I addressed the blocker with my eyes and like I took my eyes off it, or I didn't address the blocker with my eyes first. Like it's really a big thing. So I had to actually like critique myself and be hypercritical over that to be able to be better at defeating blocks and everything.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of defeating blocks, you got that low pad level, right? That prototypical stance like we talked about. Mm-hmm. Does that kind of give offensive linemen a little tough? Do they hit you up high? Do you like when they hit you low?
Honestly, I don't know. Like the low man wins. You learn that since you Little League, and so like I'm sure they'd much rather me come off super high and everything like that. They big guys. They don't really want to bend all the time, right, and they firing off the ball. So if I can get under their chin, and get leverage, because leverage is the name of the game. So if I can get under their chin and have leverage, then I'm gonna have my way with them.
No, for sure, 100%. One of the big things that I liked about your game is that when you go and look, like you initiate contact, you're still looking. Okay, he's going here, rip. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a swim. It's like straight manhandle. You're tossing to the side, next man. So that's really a great trait to have. I feel like in the backfield, you're really active and getting in the flats. Like you're on your toes a lot, and you finish plays and you're running up to go up to the ball carrier if they get to that second level. Let's say you're on the other side of the field. So I feel like you do show signs of being a complete linebacker. Have you done any special teams? Is that something you're looking to do at the next level? And what do you feel like your role as a linebacker is truly?
So I answer your first question first for special teams. So, I mean, I play football. I'm a football player. So I'm on special teams. I'll be on special teams. Like I'm not a guy who wants to be like a diva about it all. Like I'll go out and be on special teams. And if I go out and I'm on special teams, I want to be the best special teams player on the field. So that's just like the competitor, like wanting to compete in everything you do. And so if you're a true competitor, you're gonna go out there regardless. Like it doesn't really matter. So I'm saying, so yes, that's what I do. I'm not just a linebacker. I'm a football player. And special teams is a big part, especially in the NFL. Especially making the roster, staying on the team, being on that 53, which is obviously what I'm trying to do this upcoming year. So that's something that's important to me, something I'm going to be taking an emphasis on. Now, in terms of what you say, what type of linebacker am I? So the first thing I want to say is that the type of player I am, I'm a green dot guy. I'm a green dot player. Like, I want control of the defense. You know what I'm saying? So above all else, I'm a leader of men. And I learned that throughout my last 2-3 years of college. And kind of being able to ride the guys. When I speak to my defense, I want to speak confidence into them. You know what I'm saying? So, it needs to be somebody on the field who, when the fans is roaring, everything is chaotic around you, they look at you and get confidence. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's calm, cool, collected, and is really going to have that intensity on the field. So, being that guy in the middle, that's the part of the linebacker I am. That's what I was able to do at Auburn this year with the green dot. And it's a part of my game, the part of my game that sticks out the most, like to me personally, before I even step on the field, is how I carry myself off the field, and that's one of the biggest things about it, kind of rallying the locker room because it's a football, bro. Like that's what people forget about football. Like, bro, this is a relationship game. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be cool to people on the field. Gotta have that vibe. Gotta have that swag on the field with your boys, and so that's a big part.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of ups and downs in the game. People can quit, or you can get up on hype just because like a first play, big play, or something like that. I saw a lot of red zone play. Like that's really when you're directing guys around the most. Having that green dot, I think, is something that NFL teams are really looking for in young players, showing that you can kind of carry the load on your shoulders. Is that, I guess, communication with your teammates? Is that something that you really take pride in and work at? And if so, how do you do that off the field as well as on?
So the first thing I'll talk about is the relationship with your teammates. So like, don't let anybody tell you different. Again, the main thing that like drives a football program that's going to take your football program to the next level is your culture, and culture matters. And so being a transfer guy, especially at a place like Auburn this year, where there's a lot of blue chip guys, a lot of good guys around. There's a lot of good guys on the team. So you can't come in just like want to boss everybody around, just talking and stuff like that. And so what I did, what you should do is like your teammates should be able to tell your goals without even speaking to you. You know what I'm saying? They should be able to look at you and like see you in the facility all the time, see you how you carry yourself off the field, and they're looking like, okay, that's the guy like I can get behind. Like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's the first things first. Like, so how I carry myself like within the building, and like I honestly constantly want to get better, constantly in my coach's office, constantly watching film, trying to bring guys along. And then when you step on the field and you know what you're talking about, you step on the field with a new DC, and this guy clearly studies his playbook. Like, you can kind of take heed to that, and you know what I'm saying. Like, if you're confident, like everything falls in line, like they gonna rally behind you. They're not gonna leave behind because everybody got the same goal. We all want to win. We all want to have a top defense in the country. So best control what we can control.
Yeah. So what was it like going from being out of school for 4 consistent years, knowing the program, everything like that, and then going into the transfer portal and eventually picking Auburn? What kind of led you?
So coming into the transfer portal, you know how that is. It's a lot of things being thrown at you in the transfer portal, but like that's one of the few times as a college football player, like not even as a college football player, as a college athlete, where an athlete who's like on a level where like you're super hypercritical of yourself all the time and you never really take a chance to look at all the things you've done. That's kind of the first time you look up, and from having your head down working, you look up and like you kind of feel the prayers from everybody. You kind of feel like how good you are from the out to the outside world. And it's like, all right, bet. At that time, you can either get to your head or you're not. And for me personally, I had to like go back into myself and realize like, what do I want out of this? I knew I wanted this to be a great year. I know I want to go to the draft out of this year. Okay, so how am I going to do that? I'm not going to do that doing something new. I'm not going to do that having things just thrown at me, having like the kind of defense surrounding like me. Like if I'm the person who I say I am and I'm an NFL caliber linebacker and I want to be a Pro Bowl linebacker and all these things I'm going to do, then go compete. That's the bait. Go compete. Go to a school where there's other linebackers there. Go to a school where like the people next to you in practice, like if you don't perform, if you don't play, you're going to get your spot took. If you're the guy you say you are, go out there and play. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. I want to be around guys who cared. And I played next to a bunch of linebackers who really cared. Some really good linebackers this year at Auburn who come out the draft. It's 4 or 5 of us come out in the same draft class. And it was kind of a gutsy call and everything to go there, but like, if I'm a linebacker, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go play, and I'm gonna go to get a starting spot. And so that's what I was able to do this year, and I love it.
Yeah, I feel like you showed a lot of tenacity by doing that, and then you kind of made the role your own. And just going by year basis from where you started to until where you are now, I feel like you've had steady improvement. Would you say that that's fair?
That's for sure, steady improvement. When Coach Elko got there at Duke, my junior year, he took my football trajectory to the next level, and I appreciate him for that. I can't thank him enough for that. I know that year, my junior year, I broke my foot, and so like I was on and off the field, so I really didn't do what I wanted to do. And my senior year at Duke, it was fine. It was fine. I missed a couple games and everything to injury, but I had 60 tackles, missed 4 games, won the transfer portal, played at Auburn, played a full season, led my team in tackles. Like, nothing else I can really ask for. All the glitz and glamour, everything's going to come. But, you know what I'm saying? Just going out there and playing football, that's what I do. Like, not really complaining, to be tough. Like, it's football players, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. That adversity, that's something that people either crumble or, they create diamonds out of it, right? Coals out of diamonds or something like that. So what is your approach when you're trying?
Did I answer your question?
Yeah. All
right, bet. All right.
No problem, man. You had a lot of tackles for loss, 9.5 this year. Is that something that you hope to bring to the next level, or are you just trying to find a spot in a defense and kind of roll from there?
No, I'm not really trying to find a spot. I'm trying to go out there and play. Like, I'm trying to go there and play well, play to the best of my ability. So, it's something I want to take with me, something I want to build on. I had a couple missed opportunities for more TFLs this year. I can think of some off the top of my head right now, but yeah, that's something I focus a lot on this year. Wanted to be able to play in the backfield, want to play on the other side of the line of scrimmage because that's how you get paid. So,
no, for sure, 100%. We're gonna go through a little bit of your film that you gave me here. I got your stats up right now. We'll just take it by a play-by-play basis. I'll let it run, and you kind of tell us what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Nice move there.
So, all right, bet.
Back up real quick, my phone.
You good.
Okay, yeah, there we go. All right.
Yeah, all right, bet. So right here, they're in 3-by-1, I believe. Yeah, this is the first play of the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 25-yard line, first play of the game. We're kind of in the base call. They're in 3-by-1. We're in a light box. So yeah, so in a call like this, we're in a 6-man box, 5-man box right here. We have a late safety at the top of the screen right here. He's gonna be the late hat. He's gonna be the late fitter. You know, who's this? Missouri. They do a lot of wide zone stretch plays, and so we want our two defensive linemen on the left side of the field to the zone. We want them to get pressure, get vertical. We want our two guys on the backside to flatten out. That's something we kind of worked on a lot throughout the year. So you can see them getting pressure, which honestly made me able to make the slip and play.
Yeah, for sure. You try to get to the second level and you cut
you see our two defensive linemen up there. They're making vertical, and the guys in the back are flattening out. And so this safety right here, he's a late fitter. So if I don't make this tackle, it's gonna be he got to come making plays.
Yeah, 40 yards to a house call if not. So good on you right there, getting through it, getting low, and look at those arms, man. You're wrapping big time, right?
Yeah.
Bringing down. That was a solid play here. Another one. I don't know what kind of formation they have on the outside.
It's the same play.
Oh, same thing? Okay. We're going to throw it one more time. Just top of you. Yep, there you go inside. Go to the top of them. Nice play. Yeah. Okay, here we go again.
Yeah. You talk about it, you let it play first.
Yeah, I'll let it play first. Woo.
That was my first sack in SEC.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. How's that feeling? Getting your first one out of the way there.
Man, forget the feeling. Like being in Jordan Hare and doing it, being around that Auburn community, you know what I'm saying? Like you just feel the fans. Like the fans there is really family over there. So you can't really ask for much more.
Yeah, so when Cam Newton was there, I was in the military. I drove like 10 hours to go watch him play a game, man.
Real?
There's a little parking garage where you can see the stadium. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Went over there and with some friends and kind of watched him play and just being there that weekend, man. Auburn's a very special place. Like it's awesome. It's very unique, very collegey though. Very, very nice, man. And a lot of good people around there. So
true that.
Yeah. All right. So sorry. Go ahead and walk us through this one.
All right, bet. So this play right here. All right, bet. So what is this? All right, cool. So formation doesn't really matter. I'm calling my name on the blitz here. So this right here, I'm either going to blitz or I'm not. Like I'm calling it out. Like both of the linebackers, we can both do it. If he picks me up, I'm going to go. If he picks me up, I'm going to pop back out, get in cover, trying to get in quarterback's vision. If he doesn't pick me up, I'm going to keep going. And right there, he gave me an arm, and you got to give me more than an arm, so I'm just going to knock that down and come back and play.
That's right. Oh, yeah. Dude, he wasn't even looking either, huh?
Yeah.
He just tried to fill you out, and he's like, wait a minute. Where is
you see the linebacker on the other side? We're both doing the same thing. He popped and dropped into the coverage. So
that's smart, man. That's a really good play by you there. Big route. It's going down.
Mm-hmm.
After a play, when you get a play like that, you look pretty intense. Is that something that fuels your teammates, or is that just natural when it comes to you?
Nah, for sure it fuels the teammates. You know what I'm saying? When somebody makes a play on the team, like defense, like, bro, it's the culture. You got to have fun with it. But if you're not having fun with it, don't get on the field with me. Like, don't be out there stiff. Like, 35, the linebacker, he's a dog. Like, straight up, Jalen McLeod. And I remember a Kentucky game. We're out there running to the ball. It feels like practice. He over here like, I'm going to get to the ball before you. I'm going to get to the ball before you. We mid-play run to the rally to the ball. He said, yeah, this is how you play football. It's like, bro, like, it's fun. It's fun out there with the guys, bro. Like, go have fun. That's how you play football.
That's cool, man. You guys are out there kind of challenging each other while challenging the other team.
Yeah, that's how you get better.
Great camaraderie, dude. That's dope. Mm-hmm. Okay, this one right here.
Yeah.
You're looking, yep.
Yeah, boom. Yeah.
That's great pursuit. Staying with it, man. Side to side moving.
Yeah, this is like a normal, like kind of an X path between me and the tackle. But like the big thing with this quarterback number 10, he got wheels. You know what I'm saying? We want to cage the pocket. That's the biggest thing we want to do with him, cage the pocket. So when I didn't get off the first move, when I didn't get there, it's like, all right, man, now I just have eyes for the quarterback. Because, like, boom, 1, 2, he's looking down. He's going to tuck the ball in a second. Tuck to go run. Now it's okay, make a play.
Hey, that comes from film study and stuff, right?
Yeah, for sure. Cage the quarterback. That's what we talked about all week. You know what I'm saying? One of our objectives, cage. That probably was our first objective that week, to cage the quarterback.
Cage him. Don't let him go out. Defensive coach is shouting it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, here against Kentucky. Oh, man. Okay, he never had his car on that one. That's just a free run there. We'll just show it one more time for the people watching on YouTube here. So it looks like you're lined up against the slot back or the slot wide receiver.
Yeah, I'm lined up. We're you can't see it, but we're in the 2 shell again. So we're mimicking the same defense we're running all game, but I'm blitzing this play.
Okay. So when you do that, so you got the safety coming up right there, bam, nasty.
So usually I'll go up the field, but like on that play right there, it was I ran an X path. So me and the defensive end, he just took the tackle out of the play. He just ran straight up the field. And
so he's making him step out essentially, so that you can kind of twist under.
Yeah, that's exactly. That was the call. It was supposed to play.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah, for sure, man.
Boom, free sack. And I should have went over there and gave my D coordinator the hug for that one because he called my number. That's free money.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure he felt that though, man. That's awesome. That's great teamwork, and that's kind of like talking to your guy without talking to your guy, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Just trusting the guy next to you is going to do his job, so you can do yours. Right here, outside. Don't put a tight end on my guy, huh?
Yeah, nah.
Sorry, no disrespect, man.
Yeah, don't put a tight end blocking 101. Nah, bro.
Yeah, not a chance. Oh yeah. Take it out of here. That stick on the running back too, bro, man. That's swift and violence, right? That kind of contained aggression. Where does that come from?
What'd you say?
The contained aggression. I feel like because to be a linebacker, you got to have IQ, but you also have to have speed and violence. But you got to know when to kind of use each of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So where's that? I guess ability to kind of like be violent and then just like contain it and have that zen.
I feel like. During the play, like you play football. You think before the play during the play. And so when it's time to play during the play, when you can get your near foot in the ground and get contact on somebody, you want to make them feel it. You know what I'm saying? So like, that was a play where I got to square them up, and like especially in the hole, like they can't really juke you or stuff like that. So like you can really just let loose and go play football and go hit on somebody. So that's what makes football fun. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely that power game is something that is a strong point in your game here. See, even right there in this play, bro, like you're over there communicating with the corner, like immediately letting them know what's up. Mm-hmm. And then you're going right back as the play snapped and you're ready.
Yeah.
That's really impressive, especially as a Mike, man.
Get hand going.
Woo! Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the same play, right? Yes,
yeah, same play again.
Okay, walk us through this, man, because you gave him a check.
Yeah, so I'm telling the safety, the running back's on the opposite side. So when the running back's on the opposite side like that, you know you kind of going to get the zone this way. Mm-hmm. And so I'm telling him, like, I don't remember exactly what the check was. You might have been talking about pass responsibility, but when the play started, like, wait, if you go back a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here? This play, we only have three. It's only 3 down offensive linemen. Mm-hmm. Since there's 3 down offensive linemen, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 6 hats on the ball. So, and you see where they lined up right here with the nose shade to the right. Mm-hmm. Both of the linebackers, me and number 35, we have 2 gaps, the A gap and the B gap, and so we're gonna play off of the flow of the O line. And so I'm expecting the flow to come to me. And now the flow comes to me, the nose guard he may get cut out. And if he gets cut out, I have 2 gaps. I have now the A gap and the B gap. So what do? You can't pick one. If you pick one, the running back's going to bump his head on the field goal post. You got to take your guy and you got to put him in the gap. Now there's 1 gap. That's how you play football here. And so that's what I did this play.
Dang, man, that's impressive. Just to be thinking immediately, like, all right, if this happens, I got to do this and this and this. So many variables pre-snap. And like you said, the second that it snaps, it's like, all right.
Ball snap, get downhill.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what you do right there.
He's going to move, like I said, and now 2 gaps. Put him in the gap.
Put him in the gap and then stop the gap that you originally had. That's impressive stuff, man. I feel like a defensive coordinator is going to see that and be like, we need to take a shot on this guy for sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, here we go again. The communication saying come over.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome. Do you take pride in knowing everyone's job and putting people in the right spot?
Yeah, I actually do. I spend a lot of time about coach. It's not something that happens on accident.
No, for sure. I mean, you want the guy that knows all the plays on the field, right? Like you're the quarterback of the defense, man. So to be able to have the coach on the field while doing that, that's also really athletically gifted and just The Hardale downhill linebacker, man. You
know,
got a lot going for you, Joe.
You know, I want to give shout out to one of our other players. So, other guy who I actually look to on this field, you can't see him in this picture right now, but number 1, the safety Jaron Thompson. We played with 11 guys, and we played with 12 players on the field. 11 players and 1 coach. He was the coach. He's somebody. He's over communicating all the time. So you see me talking, he's doing the same thing as the safety spot. And me and him playing with each other, like, it was a blessing to be able to play with him. So I just want to give him his props too, because it felt like I was playing with another coach in the field. Awesome.
Hey, that's awesome, man. If you can have more than one guy in the field out there telling people where they're taking Zach, that's just adds to the strength, right? Because you're only as weak as your weakest link. So it sounds like you guys really have some camaraderie and brotherhood on that squad, man.
Yeah.
There's another one.
Yeah.
Knock him in the gap. See your guy. Come down with the ball carrier. Yeah. Nice wrap there. Communication again. Going after the lane. Pop.
Yeah.
That's something that I saw a lot. I saw that in Kentucky too on the film.
Mm-hmm.
Just like plugging that lane in the red zone and being there.
Facts.
That's awesome.
This is the next play.
So 2. Okay, so that's 2 in a row, right?
That's 2 back-to-back plays. 1 third down, 1 4th down.
Okay, let me try to run this back. Here we go. Bam, right there.
Yeah.
So there's going underneath both, and
yeah,
you're just saying, no, you're not.
That's the first play. This is something right after.
Yeah. Oh, man. Phenomenal stand there. Look at that. Active, ready, eyes in the back, fill the gap, shoot. Oof. Fantastic.
I like this play.
Okay,
I'm
so right here, coverage.
Yeah, oh. So I can explain this play.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. So pause real quick.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is a this is a drop 8 coverage. I'm pretty sure. This is a drop 8 coverage. So right now it's a cover 3. And we have our 2 strong hooks player, 2 curl flats player. We have our deep middle post safety. We have our 2 outside thirds. And so right now I'm the free player kind of. So now I'm going to be the middle hole player. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to play hash to hash in between our 2 hooks and kind of just robbing everything underneath. The quarterback move off his spot. I'm gonna go get him. I can afford to do that in this call because I got people behind me. So that's what happened. So you're gonna see me get under this route. Eyes go to him.
Yeah, you're sliding over with him there. Nice footwork.
Pack back in. Boom. Get underneath, quarterback move a spot. Get to him.
Oh, and that's You went from the other side of the line all the way to the other side of the field, scale the field, and got the quarterback on top of playing in coverage and showing your hip mobility, your footwork placement. You knew where the guy was, sat in the zone, and still ended up going across the field and finished the play, man. That's impressive stuff right there. Another one in coverage here.
Mm.
Yeah, phenomenal work there. Oh, almost, man. That was great. All right, so what are you thinking there? Because you kind of looking left and then you go right.
Yeah, so it's a 3x1. I remember it was a 3x1 set this play. I want to get hands on. I'm the strong cook. And I'm the strong cook. I can't remember if it was a 3-step drop by the quarterback or it's quick game or not. It doesn't look like quick game. But yeah, he settles his feet. So yeah, my eyes on the quarterback right now. Yeah. Vision to the Q, you know what I'm saying, when our drop 8 coverages. And so I get hands on and I want to peek outside to make sure I'm like in my strong hook still. And then when I turn back to the quarterback, his hands off the ball, so I gotta just break. And so I break and boom.
Great hand placement too to get the ball out, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. They thought they had you. Think again. Oh wow. Scaffold 101 right there, huh?
This is supposed to be a blitz. This is a blitz. I showed too early. I did. I showed too early.
It still ended up working out though.
Yeah, I like this play.
Okay. Dude, red zone's where you do some of your best work too, bro.
Yeah, that's where you got to show up.
Yeah.
This is the same blitz from Vanderbilt. Got to pull, get over top.
Dang, nice. Closing them in, caging them, right?
Yeah.
We'll run through a couple more of these. We'll get back to some questions real quick.
Can you get blocked?
Yep. Oh, there's that rip. Tried to hold you too.
Yeah, can't get blocked. Can't let one person block.
Nope.
We don't trade 1 for 1.
Dang, yep. That was nice. Insane. That rip that you have, man, that thing's a killer. Phenomenal identification and IQ on that one as well. Okay, I'm going to kind of let these run. I'm going to keep asking you some questions here as we finish that out. Is there a specific technique or drill that helps transform the way that you read the field or plays?
Read the field. I would say that comes from film study. Like, there's really no other way you can put it. You kind of like when you do these plays, like these aren't the first times I've done these plays. Like, this is the first time you guys are seeing them. And what I mean by that is after doing it in the field, after like doing it through your playbook, then doing it in practice and doing it on the field, the other part you need to do, like when you're sitting there at Friday night before the game, even throughout the week, you got to sit there and really like dream about the stuff that's going to happen. You have to really sit there and envision the things that you want to happen because it works like that. And so now when it's time to make a big play on 4th and goal, when it's time to make a big play and go make a tackle in front of 100,000 people, like I've been here before. I'm not nervous for this moment. I've done this already in my dreams. I've done this already in my head already. Now I'm just executing. And so that was a big thing I kind of brought to me that I started doing this year, writing everything down, writing out my future so it's inevitable, and something that brought me to the team this year.
Yeah, for sure. That crawl phase, walk before you can run, and then get to it, and then just handle business. Mm-hmm. Are you allowed to talk about your pro day and your experiences with like talking to teams lately, or is there any kind of insight that you can give us as far as anyone that you've spoken with or kind of what they said?
I just did my Lions pro day, my Lions local day up here in Detroit. After pro day, they were able to they contacted me to come up here, and that was pretty cool. Being up here for that, being able to show them I can move your hips and everything in person, being able to get in a film room with them, show them the cerebral side of the game. I understand that portion too, so that was good with them. Everybody else kind of goes through my agent to talk about like what teams like I talked to during the Hula Bowl. I talked to a lot of teams. I had a lot of interviews with different teams in the Hula Bowl. Like whether it's Miami, the Bears, like things like that, the Steelers, but nothing too crazy. Just normal interviews, normal like sitting down, watching your film with the teams, and but you don't know anything. You're kind of in the waiting game until the upcoming draft call. So,
yeah, how was it watching film and going over stuff? I'm assuming they gave you like some install stuff, maybe to work through whatever. How was that working with like NFL coaches?
It's actually kind of crazy a little bit.
Right?
So, so my first interview, when I sit down, he has an iPad, and he's like, all right, bet. We're going to pull up Georgia game. I said, all right, cool. And so he's over here. What's his play? I'm like, dang, bro. Like, I ain't ran a play in weeks. I don't know exactly what play this is. So I'm over here looking at it, trying to diagnose the plays, tell him what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling throughout the play, and how we execute it, and telling him, like, the positions of everybody on the field. And so, like, after the first 2 plays and everything, you kind of get in the rhythm and understand, like, okay, like, it's football at the end of the day. And kind of showing them, like, just showing them your thought process with everything, being able to say things in a clear, concise way so you can so they can see how you lead a room, so you can see what your mannerisms are when it's a high-stress situations and not. So that's important. I would say also they want to test your recall, want to see how, like I said earlier, on the cerebral side of the game, want to test how well you're able to obtain knowledge and hold it and be able to not just know it for yourself, but to be able to say it out loud. Because like I said before, that's an important part of the position for linebacker. And so that's some things that they're looking at also. Yeah.
Okay, so last 2 more questions before we close it out. At what point did you I don't know, have you had like a coming to moment where you're like, dude, I could actually like play in the NFL. I'm going to be on a team. Like someone's going to pick me. Like I'm going to be there. Has that kind of settled in yet? Is it real? Or are you kind of more like staying on the path, staying on the vision, and once you get there, then you'll get there?
I'm somebody who's big to be where my feet are. But like I said before, like what you think and like what you think in your head is real. Your mind, your body doesn't know where things are real or fake. And so I've had thoughts of playing in the field. I've had dreams, I've had everything, and like it's all coming to fruition right now. And so I'm just kind of appreciating everything that's coming towards it. But in terms of your question about like I'm actually being in the NFL, when I first got done with the season, it was kind of a lack of motivation. I'm like, bro, like dang, because before when I was in college, I'm over thinking about I want to win. I want to be the best linebacker. I want to be like these are things in my mind. I'm not really thinking about the next level.
Mm-hmm.
So now I was like, dang, do I want to go to the NFL? Like it's like I'm working out and everything. Like I'm working out to be the best person, like the best person on my team, best linebacker in the SEC, best linebacker in the country. Those are things on my mind. Now it's like, all right, switching like and working out. And I'm being completely honest with you, working out and being like, yeah, I want to go to the NFL. I'm going to go to the NFL. Like that didn't do it for me. It didn't do it for me until one day I was on the phone with my friend and it clicked. Like it's not going to the NFL. Like that's an expectation I have for myself. It's going there and being a Pro Bowl linebacker. It's going there and being exceptional. And when I start thinking like that, when I start thinking like, oh, like I want to get there, I want to get a Pro Bowl. I want to get there. I want to go start on my team. I want to go bring the guy. I want to learn the guys in the locker room. All things like that. Like that's the stuff that's kind of like that's the thing that's like that competitive drive. Like that's what fuels me. Like not just going to the NFL because like bro, that is what it is. Like I expect that, but I expect the next part. That's the part I want. So
yeah,
I'm going to get. So yeah.
Better than any pre-workout, I guess, right? Getting you hyped up. What do you listen to while you lift, real quick, while we're on the topic?
While I lift, oh, that's a good question. That's a very good question. So, me personally, it's two modes. It's two modes. It's one mode where I want to really get deep in my thoughts and everything. Listen like maybe like Lil Wayne, let it all work out, some stuff like that. Or I want to listen to some turnt music. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Detroit. I'll be banging Detroit music all the time. Whether it's like Ice or Vezel side of baby, like stuff like that, or like some cool casual music like some old Wayne. I like that too. So those are things I listen to while I work out.
Hey, Carter 3, man. I love that, dude.
Man.
Back when I was in college, I used to listen to that all the time. Okay, last question before we close it out. If you're talking to someone who had never seen your game, right, like a scout who had never seen you, never heard of you, if you had to describe your game to that person, how would you do that?
Can you say the question one more time, please?
Yeah, so for someone that's never seen you play before, how would you describe your game to them? How would you give them like a clip of you? How
I would describe my game.
So like in Madden, they have like prototype players or something. Like everyone kind of has like their own like like a heat seeker, ball hawk, something like that. Do you think that there's any kind of term or anything that just kind of like personifies you and your role in the defense, or you and how you are
on the field, general?
Hey, there we go. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like you have that sense of pride of kind of knowing everyone's job, putting people in the right place. And you really hold yourself to the highest standard so that others will follow. You said that you're a leader of men. And honestly, through this interview, man, I can really tell that you're about that life. So.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had to tell something to like a younger football player and everything, like, because I was talking to some guys earlier, it's made me think about it while we were doing this interview. I was telling them the importance of confidence on the football field, because you can do all this stuff and everything. But if you don't got confidence, you don't feel like you're the best dude on the field, it's not going to work out. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to be different. You have to be an outlier. And what makes you different from other guys, and what made me like this, what made me kind of start being different this year than other guys, like, I feel like other guys just like my preparation, like that's so important. My preparation, my urgency, and attention to detail. And above all that, I have passion, you know what I'm saying? I have passion for the game of football, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have passion, want to learn, like, through every part of the game, through workouts, through competing, like, just be that guy, you know what I'm saying? So that's something I would say too. But yeah, that's kind of yourself to this.
That's kind of what life's about, man, right? You get out what you put in. If you put in the extra effort, I mean, it may not always work out the way that you want it to, but at least you put yourself in a position to do the best with what you do. Mm-hmm. All right. Would you come back on the show after you make that big NFL contract?
Say it again.
Would you come back on the show after you make a big old NFL contract and you got racks?
Oh, yeah. Nowadays, nothing with this, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, anybody supports me, I want to support back to them. So,
yeah, for sure, man. I can say for my viewers, we probably really love watching your tape, and I really appreciate your story and you taking the time to come on here, Dorian, and talk football with me in life, man. Is there anything else you want to say or shout out before we close this thing out, bro?
No, I'm good right now. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, seriously, thank you for coming on, and we are rooting for you this coming draft weekend. Thank you again for coming on, and thank you for everyone for listening on Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and other platforms that we have. My name is Mase Riney. This has been the IDP Hunter Podcast, part of the RPO Football Network. And we'll catch you guys next time. We're out.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, thank you.